Hello children, welcome to this English teleteaching program. Today we are going to discuss grammar, the first chapter of your grammar book, parts of a sentence. In the previous session, you have read what is subject, what is predicate. So let's have a recap of the previous session, then we will go to the next items and we will discuss one by one. So look at the screen. You know a sentence has two essential parts. One is the subject, another is the predicate. And you also know if the subject is a single word, it is either a noun or a pronoun. And if the predicate consists of a single word, it must be a verb. The head word of the subject is a noun and the head word of the predicate is a verb. So, my dear children, you know, a sentence must have at least two words. One subject may be a noun or a pronoun and another word that is at least a verb, a single verb may be, right? So, suppose I say birds fly. So, birds the subject, fly the verb, that is the predicate. So, a subject is a single word, then it is either a noun or a pronoun, and the predicate, if consists of a single word, then it must be a verb, right? So now you see, in an imperative sentence, the subject you is understood. If you say, stand there, read mindfully, practice grammar, then the subject in these sentences actually is you. You is understood. So you stand there, you read grammar, you practice grammar, like this. And we have also discussed in the previous session, you have read it. In the exclamatory sentences, the subject is it. Suppose if you say, what a beautiful garden is, then you can say the subject is it, the garden, right? And the verb usually s are omitted, right? So the verb s or es if we use, then that will be omitted in the exclamatory sentence when we say the subject and the verb, right? So let's go to the next part. Today we will discuss word classes, elements of a sentence. So my dear students, my dear children, in the old grammar book, in traditional grammar, when we were studying in our schools, we were taught parts of speech. But nowadays, in the modern grammar, the grammarians, they do not say parts of speech, they say word classes, or the words which are used in a sentence, they are called elements of a sentence. So let's start this grammar. What is word class and what are different types of word classes? Let us start your discussion with a very important paragraph about Gopabandhu. So read the following passage about Gopabandhu, then we will discuss what are the types of word classes, right? So you listen to me and look at the screen. Gopabandhu Das is popularly known as Utkalamani or Gem of Odisha. He was born on 9th October 1877 in a noble Brahmin family in a small village called Suwando. It is situated on the banks of river Bhargavi in the district of Puri, Odisha. His father's name was Sri Daitari Das and his mother's name was Swarnamoyi Devi. He passed his BA from the famous Ravenshaw College in 1904 and later passed BL from the great Calcutta University in 1906. So this is a very small paragraph. Now you see, I have colored the words differently. I have used different colors. So look at the red colors, red color words first, right? Gopabandhu Das, Utkalamani, Gem, Odisha, October, Brahmin, family, village, Suwando, banks, river, Bhargavi, then district, Puri, Odisha, father, name, Daitari Das, mother's name, Swarnamoyi Devi, then BA, Ravenshaw College, then BL, Calcutta University, all these red colored words, the words in red color, they are one word class, one category of words, they are called nouns, because they are different, they are names of different things or different persons or different classes, right? That's why all the naming words, they are nouns, that is a word class. And look at the verbs, they are in blue color, is, known, was born, called, is, was. So all these words, they are verbs. So verbs are one class or one category of words. And again look at the black words, right? You just see there are some words, they are in brown color, of, you see, in, then on, these are prepositions. So my dear students, what I would like to say you, when we use different words in a sentence, we use different types of words and they are called elements of sentences or different word classes, right? So you see word classes, words are divided into different kinds of or classes according to their form and use or function. In traditional grammar, they are called parts of speech, but nowadays they are called word classes. They are nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. So my dear children, these words are of different classes and they are also named differently, like nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. So let us discuss one by one, right? So let us first see nouns. Now you study the following sentences. Narasimhadev was a great king in Odisha. He built Konark temple. There is a park inside its campus. It has many flower plants. The flowers smell sweet. His courage won him a lot of honor. Right. So this is a paragraph, small paragraph having 6 lines, 6 sentences, right? And you see the words in red color, they are all nouns, right? Narasimhadev, king, Odisha, Konark temple, park, campus, it, flower plants, flowers, courage, honor, these are all nouns. And you see I have used red color for this word it. It is a pronoun, and nowadays even some grammarians, some grammar writers, they say pronouns are also one type of nouns, right? So you see the words in red color are names of persons, places, things, qualities, and they are called nouns. So nouns are naming words, right? Now you see, let us go to another thing. Most of the time we need to write our biodata, read a biodata, and you can see all the words which the a student has written his biodata, and all the words in red color, right? They are also nouns. Suppose you say name Sonali Swagatika Priyadarshini. The name is itself a noun. Place of birth Ranpur. Place of study Ranpur, Bhubaneswar, Cuttack. 3 names of 3 places. Hobbies reading stories. So stories, gardening. Favorite actor Abhishek Bachchan. You can also write like this, right? And you see 2 places I have visited, means she has visited 2 places, Agra and Hyderabad. 2 things she likes to buy, computer and a car. 2 qualities she appreciates, punctuality, sincerity. My favorite game, she writes, cricket is her favorite game. Her favorite food, pizza. 3 places she wants to visit in her lifetime, America, England, Australia. So my dear children, all these words for this biodata she has used, and these words are one category of words, they are all nouns, right? So now you see the names of animals, birds like cow, parrot, the names of languages like Odia, English, Hindi, Telugu, and so, The names of buildings like Taj Mahal, Rashtrapati Bhavan and Vigyan Bhavan, etc. The names of people, right? The names of countries, Italy, Japan. The names of days, months, seasons like Sunday, January, summer. Names of plants and other names like names of events, conference, wedding, positions, head nurse, manager, feelings like love, hatred, your own feeling like sorrow, like this. Professions like doctors, engineers, plumbers, farmers, food, pizza, dosa, roti, rice, curry, all these things. Qualities like bravery, honesty, and fruits and vegetables like apple, grapes, brinjal, all these fruits and vegetables, the names of the fruits and vegetables, they are also nouns. And the names of things like pen, duster, book, bag, table, all these things, they are all nouns. So mind your children, in nowadays, people, they do not say definitions, they can identify the nouns. So how we can identify a noun? I have just given you some techniques how we can, at the time of reading a text or a passage or in a sentence, how you can know that this is a noun. A noun can be identified by the plural suffix like s or possessive suffix like apostrophe s. The other suffixes that go with nouns are ity like ability, sincerity like this, ness with ness like gentleness, kindness, right, holiness like this, age, wastage, coverage, like with er suffix like dancer. You just see, suffix means you just see गोटे शब्दर शेष आड़ को आम जमी लगे टी वाई आई टी वाई एनईएसएस एजीईएच ईआर एमईएनटी मंट एसएचआईपी सिप एचओडी हुड जितेबाला आम देखा गोटे शब्दर शेष आड़ को गोटे एस अच्छी कि अपोस्ट्रोफी एस अच्छी कि आईटी वाई अच्छी कि एनईएस अच्छी कि एजी अच्छी कि ईआर एमईएनटी एसआईओएन जीआईओएन टीआईओएन एगुड़ाक अच्छी आम जापर दिस वर्ड्स आर यूजुअली nouns, they come under this word class, right? So let's do one or two activities from your book so that we can have a very good practice. Activity 11 of your grammar book of this first chapter. Identify the nouns in the following sentences and say what names they indicate, right? Ramachandra is the protagonist of the Ramayana. In this sentence, Ramachandra, name of a person, protagonist is name of that means character. We can say name of a class of people. The Ramayana is the name of a book. The cattle are grazing in the field. Cattle, field. Honesty is always rewarded. Honesty is the quality, right? So these are all nouns. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? So winter, right? Spring, these are all nouns. An elephant is a wild animal. So elephant, the name of an animal. An animal is it also name of a class, right? My mother, mother, watching television, television and mother. So winter, spring, elephant, animal, mother, television, all these words, they come under this category, this class, that is nouns, right? And we have another activity in your book. If you go on practicing all these activities, then you can have better knowledge and you can understand grammar better, right? Complete the following story by choosing the correct option. पिला माने इटी गोटे स्टोरी टी दिया जाइछि सेतरे नाली रे 1 2 3 4 करी 12 टी ब्लैंक अछि एवं से ब्लैंक गुडी को प्रति ब्लैंक पई तीनोटी लाखे ऑप्शन अछि से ऑप्शन रु बाछि कि तमे यू हैव टू फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स. One day Manu and Danu met the village headman. Manu said, "Sir, there is a mango tree in my courtyard. 1. Dash have been protecting dash for long." The answer is, I have been protecting it for long. Danu says that it belongs to dash. Danu said it belongs to me, right? So look at number 3. Number 3, there are 3 options, me, him, them, and here the answer is me. So Danu says that it belongs to me. Please give dash justice. So again, number 4, option us, ours, me, and the answer is me. So it belongs to me and please give me justice. Right. Next, Danu said, no sir. Number 5, dash is lying. You, he, me. So the answer is he. Danu said, he is lying. See, micha kohuchi. The tree was taken care of by none other than I. Right? None other than myself. So now we see number 6, myself, himself, yourself. And the answer is myself. Right? So number 7, dash should belong to me. So it should. It, they, he. Answer is it. It should belong to me. The headman thought for a while. Number 8, dash said, he said, the tree may not belong to dash, to what? Number 9, ours, yours, both. So to both. So when there was a quarrel between them, Danu and Manu, then the village headman said, no, no, no. The tree may not belong to both. Tell me, dash is the real owner. Who is the real owner? And both started telling him, it's our, mine, it's mine. Right. Next, you see, no gap. All right, said the headman. The tree will be cut into 2 equals and distributed equally. Suddenly, Danu agreed to the headman's verdict. But Manu said, sir, I have taken a lot of pain to grow the tree. I cannot see its failing. Let Danu have the tree. पिले जिते दी जन भितर दानु आउ मानु भितर कली लगे हेडमैन कहले दीटा तमर नुह कहार गछटा को हेडमैन से गछटा को काटिकी दी भाग करदे बट दानु एग्रीड बट मानु से नो नो आई हैव टेकन ए लॉट ऑफ पेन डोंट कट इट आई कैन नॉट टॉलरेट आई कैन नॉट बेयर राइट तमें बर्तमान जानू थी गछटी कार मानु डैश आर रियली द ओनर ऑफ द ट्री सो मानु you are really the owner of the tree. Danu will be punished for his falsehood said. So all these words which are used, they are used for the nouns. That's why they are all pronouns. So let's go to the next activity, my dear children. Put in he, she, we, you, me, they, them, it in the blanks. Where is Madhu? He is in the garden. Are the boys playing? No, they are studying. Ramu, Syamo and I belong to the same class. We are good friends too. So my dear children, you can do all these activities, then you can have better practice and you can use the nouns. Sunita is a good girl. Dash is very sensitive. So girl, she is very sensitive. Please don't disturb. Right? They are asleep. So please don't disturb them. They are asleep. Mr. Jones sells vegetables. He is a greengrocer. So my dear children, we discussed nouns. Let's go to the adjectives. Now you look at a very good picture, image of a village fair, and now we are going to read the story of 2 friends, right? So you see, once 2 handsome young men lived in a village, but one of them was lame and the other was blind. The lame man could not walk at all. The blind man could not see at all, but hands and legs were strong and could use them very well. The 2 young men could not go out alone. They could not do any hard work. They were worried. One evening, they saw that people were going to a fair in the nearest village. All of them were in fine dress. The blind man thought of a wonderful plan. They changed their torn clothes. Then the lame man sat on the blind man's shoulders. The blind man carried him. They reached the beautiful fairground and enjoyed the famous fair very much. So my dear children, now you listen to the story. Let's see the words which are in red color. You just see handsome, young, small, blind, lame, blind, strong, young, height, worried, then nearest, blind, wonderful, torn, lame, beautiful, famous. All these words which are in red color in the passage, they are all describing words. They say something about the nouns and they are adjectives, right? So let's see some examples which are given in your textbook. You just see, there are 4 pictures, 4 sentences are given. Look at the pictures and say, Is it a rainy day or sunny day? And the girl is using umbrella, carrying an umbrella, and it is rainy, you see, so it's a rainy day. Is the lady young or old? The lady is young. Is the dog black or white? The dog is black. Is the man happy or unhappy? The man is sitting unhappily, so the man is unhappy. So these words, rainy, old, black, unhappy, all these 4 words, they talk about the nouns, right? That's why the day is rainy day, the lady is young, the dog is black, the man is unhappy. These are all adjectives, right? So now you see the activity number 14. Abhisikta fills dash. So choose the correct words from the box and fill in the blanks. Populous, sick, red, silly, brave, intelligent, right? So Abhisikta feels dash, sick. Please call the doctor, right? Swadesh is, he can answer all the questions. So Swadesh is intelligent and he can answer all the questions. So Swadesh is dash, Swadesh is intelligent, he can answer all the questions. That dash building is ours. That red building is ours. Kolkata is a dash city, is a populous city. Dash boys idle away their time. The silly boys idle away their time. The Japanese are dash. The Japanese are brave, right? So, my dear children, let's see what we discussed today. So, we started the session with the recapitulation of the previous session, and we discussed subject and predicate are 2 main parts, 2 essential parts, important parts of a sentence. And at least the subject, if the sentence consists of 2 words, one word is subject, another word is predicate, and that one word is a noun or a pronoun, and the second word is a verb, we discussed. And we discussed in the traditional grammar, people used to say parts of speech, but nowadays in the modern grammar, we say different types of words or word classes or elements of a sentence. So the words which are used in a sentence, they play different roles. Some words are nouns, some words are pronouns, some words are verbs, some are adjectives, some are adverbs, some other words are prepositions, some words are there, those who are interjections or conjunctions, and we discussed today nouns and adjectives. So as you know, nouns are naming words. We have already seen different types of names are nouns. They may be name of a person or an object or a material or a quality or a feeling. The nouns are divided into usually countables, either singular or plural, and uncountables, right? And with the use of determiners, the nouns, they become noun phrases. If I say book is a noun and I use a before book, a book, that's a noun phrase. If I say pen and I say my pen is a noun phrase. So nouns are one type of word class and they are the naming words, and they can be divided into countables and uncountables, and nouns, they themselves or with the determiners, they become noun phrases. And we have also noun phrases in this grammar book, and in other chapters we will discuss what is a noun phrase and what are the words which come in a noun phrase or which are used in a noun phrase. So today we also discussed adjectives. As you know, adjectives are describing words. They are used to describe the nouns. The words which are used for describing the nouns, especially for persons or objects or any situations, then we can say they are adjectives. I think you have understood all these words or these word classes, nouns and adjectives. In the next session, we will discuss verb, adverb and other word classes. Thank you very much.